Hi everyone, so today I'll be doing an unboxing haul from a somewhat new to me vendor called Rainbow Melts based out of Kentucky. I believe the owner's name is Crystal. It's somewhat new to me because I have tried one piece from a giveaway from Jeannie over at Jeannie Melt Scents. Initially, I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, but it's one of those scents because it had kale, which is a very unique scent. And I feel like it's somewhat when I first tried matcha, at first I wasn't sure about it, but then the more that I, in this case, smelled it, the more that I liked it. So I saw a post from April. I believe her channel name is April Lee Wax Queen. And I thought, oh, let me go ahead and check. I believe the normal price for shipping is around $10, but this one, the price of the mystery box was $40 and the shipping was $5. So I thought for $45, let me go ahead and try. I haven't opened it. Here is how the box looks like. So, okay, I'm excited. Let me go ahead and open this. I believe that this is the fall mystery, like a fall mystery box. All right, so a lot of packing peanuts here. Let me go ahead and move just some of those out the way. So the only thing about this mystery box is that it didn't list how many ounces of wax, what type of shapes were going to be included, or what types of like wax pieces. So I figured, you know what, it's a mystery. Let me go ahead and test it out. And even if it's like not that great of a deal, I figured that just for the fun of unboxing it, that'll be cool. So I see one right away. Let's see. I'm somewhat nervous because, okay, I haven't seen it. I'm somewhat nervous because I like fall fragrances because there's a lot of gourmands typically, at least in candle format, but I'm not the biggest fan of like super spicy scents, maybe not even like super spooky scents. So again, let me go on to the first piece. It looks like, I don't know what she calls certain items, but this looks like a souffle. Let's see, rainbow melts, smell the rainbow. Thank you for your purchase. Please allow 2 weeks cure time from the pour date. Happy melting. Hey, boo. Wow, this is super generous size. I can get maybe like at least 4 warms out of this. Sweet pumpkin, bourbon, warm maple, cinnamon sugar pour date. September 1st, 2025. So I like the pumpkin that's in here. It almost reminds me like when my dad buys, I don't know what it's called in English, but he buys some camote. And this reminds me of it, but mixed in with obviously like maple and bourbon. It's very sweet. I wonder how sweet it's going to be when it warms. And I kind of like it that it's a bit strong on the sweetness. I think this would be a great like background scent. Even though it's very sugary, I don't think it'll be too cloying. And the cinnamon that I'm at least detecting from this piece, it's not like red hot cinnamon or anything like that. Oh yeah, so I'm pleasantly surprised. So in the box, there was a copy of my invoice included, which that is awesome. Moving on to the next wax piece, we have Spider Cider in that same souffle type packaging. Again, I don't know what this is called on the site, but fragrance notes, gooey caramel plus apple cider, pour date, August 3rd, 2025. I was always under the impression that I didn't like cider notes, but I feel like the more and more I go out of my box, I think the more I realize that I do like cider notes. Okay, I love this scent. I'm almost detecting a little bit of a green apple note as well. It's a little bit tart. The caramel is different from the caramel that was in that Boo wax sampler. That one was more, I don't know, it was just a little bit more sweet, like a granulated sugar, or maybe that was the other fragrance notes. But yeah, this one almost reminds me of like a caramel apple with like red apples, green apples, and cider a little bit. Okay, this box was totally worth it because I wouldn't have known otherwise that a scent that's similar to one that I really love would be a cider note. Okay, happy with that. Okay, it looks like these are kind of breakaway bars type of a format, so I'll open them up and then get to the scents. This breakaway melt, again, I don't know what she calls it specifically, so sorry, is called Shadow, Palo Santo, Sugar Cookie Royale, Fire Roasted Marshmallow. Ooh, pour date, August 11th, 2025. So it looks like I think all of the ones that I've seen so far, they're already good to melt. Ooh, so in this one, I would say that the most prominent notes that I'm picking up is definitely that fire roasted marshmallow, then followed by the Palo Santo, but I think the Palo Santo is just making it a little bit more roasty smelling. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. I think this is also a good blender scent if I want to mix it with, let's say, I don't know, like a fruit or something. Yeah, super excited. So far, this box has been a total win. Next, we have soft cotton, cocoa butter, cashmere, plus vanilla cotton. I don't think I've ever had vanilla cotton. This almost seems like a gourmand soft, I don't know, soft sweater type of a scent. August 6th, 2025. Okay, I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited to smell this. Okay, the main note that I pick up is almost this like detergent smell. If I had to guess, it'd be like a liquid detergent. I don't know if I've ever smelled it before, but it could be a dupe. But it's funny, at the same time that cashmere pops through, the more that I smell it. So it's a bit like you're washing your clothes, yet you're already freshly showered and you're putting on like cocoa butter. Yeah, this one's interesting. I think I would warm this more during the daytime. All right, next we have Fright Nights. Let's see. Seaside Nights BN type. Don't know what BN type means. I might have to look that up. Pumpkin spice, butter cookies, and vanilla embers. All right, so thankfully, at least for me, I'm not getting a ton of pumpkin spice, so it's not overly spicy. I think the main note that I'm getting is butter cookies. This almost reminds me a little bit of like pumpkin pecan waffles from Bath and Body Works, but I think it's just because it has like a heavy cookie note. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting a little bit like Bath and Body Works pumpkin pecan waffles, but I like it. All right, let's go on to the next one. But so far, I would say that my least favorite, if I had to pick one, would maybe be that soft cotton one, just because I feel like I would have to be in a certain mood to warm like a clean laundry type scent. All right, this one is vanilla Palo, vanilla buttercream, vanilla pound cake, Palo Santo, and vanilla wafers. Pour date August 23rd, 2025. Ooh, okay. So I feel like maybe this is going to lean a little bit more gourmand because there is a bunch of like vanilla bakery in that. Okay, surprisingly, I feel like the Palo Santo note is very strong. It's like a creamy Palo Santo. I think it's because of that added vanilla pound cake and the buttercream. Yeah, this just reminds me instead of like of a woody Palo Santo, it's like a creamy Palo Santo, which I can definitely get with. This almost smells a little bit like if it was mixed with like a toasted mallow or like a marshmallow fireside type scent. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of marshmallow fireside. So far, I like it. Again, I could mix this or blend this with other scents, perhaps, maybe even like a tree note for Christmas time. Ooh, interesting. We have a pretty big shape. I've never had a shape this big. It's going to be fun chopping into that. Let's see. Witching Hour, sweet apples, ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, subtle woods, warm sugar cookies, pour date August 21st, 2025. So I'm really excited to smell the apple note in here and a little bit worried about the ginger, the nutmeg, and the cinnamon, but let's go ahead and smell this. All right, so for this one, I'm definitely picking up the apple note and the spices. It's almost coming across to my nose as like a cider type scent. I haven't had this one Homeworks candle in like over a year, but it vaguely reminded me of Homeworks' spice. Is it apple spice tea or something like that? Even though the other one had an orange note and a clove note that is not present here, but for some reason it's reminding me of that a little bit. And I know that there's a cookie note listed, but I'm not really picking that up. If anything, this reminds me more of like of a liquidy type of a scent. All right, I believe that there's two more scents in here. Let me go ahead and open it. This one is Shiver with Fear, peppermint, roseberry, mint, cotton candy. Ooh, what an interesting combination. I've never had a scent like that, just because I tend to stay away from mint scents. And also, I think herbal scents are okay. Cotton candy, love cotton candy. So let's go ahead and smell this one. This seems a little bit winter-like, so that's great. So to my nose, this just reads like a sweet peppermint type of a scent. So even though I don't gravitate towards mint scent, I think this is really well executed. And so far, all of the scents that I smelled on cold smell strong, which I'm really happy about. All right, last one. This one, Pure Desire. Ooh, banana. I'm a little bit iffy with banana. Okay, let's see. Fragrance notes, banana bread, warm sugar cookies, HB type. Oh, house blend. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Okay, pumpkin pecan waffles. Love pumpkin pecan waffles plus zucchini bread. Pour date August 31st, 2025. Okay, let's see how I feel about banana bread. I feel like I don't know, again, banana notes are a little bit iffy with me. So the scent is a little bit funny because sometimes I pick up on the banana and then sometimes I pick up on more of the zucchini bread. The pumpkin pecan waffles isn't as like syrup maple heavy as some other types are, but the banana note in here is leaning a little bit Laffy Taffy. And it almost seems like instead of like one entire, I guess, dessert that's cooked together, this almost makes me think that they're separate. There's like the banana bread and then the zucchini bread, pumpkin pecan waffles, and like warm sugar cookie combo on the other side of the plate. So this one, I don't know if I'll love it melting, but again, I haven't really given banana much of a chance. So it could be that I changed my mind about it, similar to how I thought I didn't really like cider scents, but now I'm starting to like warm up to it. So this wax came a little bit broken, or maybe I broke it when I was unwrapping it. So this might be a sign for me to melt this one first instead of all the other ones. So here's everything that I got from my Rainbow Melts Fall Mystery Box. It was such a fun experience not knowing what I would receive and a little bit nerve-wracking. But anyways, from the other Rainbow Melts Fall Mystery unboxings, I feel like I haven't seen a box or two boxes that are similar, which is great because there's a good variety. If I had to choose between all of these wax pieces and what is my favorite, it'd definitely be this spider cider. It almost reminds me of like a caramel apple with a little hint of spice, and that's great. If I had to choose my least favorite, at least on cold, it might be this Pure Desire, just because I don't know how I'm going to feel about that banana bread. Again, with mystery boxes, if you're really, really picky with scents, maybe opt to ordering from the RTS or pre-order options. But for me, since I wanted to kind of, I guess, explore more what scents Rainbow Melts offers, I think this is a great option to test stuff out. So let me know if you also ordered from Rainbow Melts and grabbed one of these mystery boxes. Let me know if you have any questions and have a great day. Okay, bye.